Good morning everyone, and welcome to this new video, which will either be a weekly vlog or a day, 2 days, 3 days in my life. It really depends on how long this video is. So yes, up, glorious day. I'll show you how beautiful the day is already. Look at the sky. It's lovely today. It's going to be hotter. I know it's going to get hotter, but it feels really nice and a nice warm breeze today. So what's happening today? Well, the same as yesterday and the same as the day before and the same as tomorrow. Shall I give you a sneaky peek at the garden? It isn't quite finished. Or shall I wait? I'm going to think about it. Look how beautiful my daisies are. Aren't they pretty? Elsie, come along now, child. So, a needle pulling thread, as they say. Time to get the kettle on, have some coffee, feed the dogs, have some breakfast, and crack on with the day, whatever it brings. But whatever it does bring, I'll include you in it. So for lunch today, I decided I would make a potato salad. Had some potatoes sitting in the bottom of the drawer in the fridge that they were still absolutely fine, but I didn't have any plans to just have them as boiled potatoes. So I thought I would just juice them up to save wasting them and make a nice potato salad. So here I am just chopping them up. I didn't need to peel them because they were the baby potatoes, you know, the baby new potatoes. So if they had any funny little bits on, you know, the little dark bits, of course I chopped those off. And then to go with it, I decided that I would do a onion, celery and raisin salad. So I've just chopped up the onions, the red onions. Now I'm just chopping up into quite small pieces the celery, as you can see. And now I'm adding all of the ingredients into a little mixing bowl. Popped in some mayonnaise, season with salt and pepper to give it a nice stir. And voila, there we are. Just a little squeeze of lemon on the top, a final mix. And I have to say, it's delicious. Please try it, it's lovely. And I've drained the potatoes off, popped them back into the saucepan, adding some mayonnaise. Again, I season and add some lemon juice. Chris has just had a little try. Yeah, he approves. And now it's just going into a container ready for lunch. I'm going to pop it back in the fridge to chill it all down first though.
Driving me insane. Your heart is back, and it's a fact, no turning back.
So it's all done now. So this is my potato salad, which you saw I seasoned with salt and pepper, mayonnaise and a bit of lemon juice. In here I've got onion, celery and some raisins, again seasoned with salt, pepper, lemon juice, mayonnaise in both of these. Then I made a sugar-free jelly. This is a blackcurrant one. Rather than making it up to a pint, I make it to half a pint, melt the granules, and then I just top it up with some tinned fruit. so that it's set completely, rather than adding any more water to it. So I literally just did the half a pint, and then, as you saw, I've added the fruit, and because the fruit contains its own juices, I don't add any water to it. So, and then this sets beautifully. So I'm now going to pop all of this in the fridge. And then I kind of had a bit of a light bulb moment and thought to myself, I'm going to try and put some false lashes on. Yeah, it kind of still remains a light bulb moment because it didn't go well. Chris, on the other hand, said, oh, they look nice. And I do think he meant it. I don't think he was being sarcastic. He said, they look really nice. He didn't have his glasses on at the time, though. But yeah, I'm terrible at putting false lashes on, but I thought I'd give it a go anyway. So no close-ups here, I'm afraid. But I'm a trier, right? Look at the faces I'm pulling. I mean, open mouth and... oh, gosh. I can see why I don't do this very often. In fact, I really don't do it at all.
You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence.
So I decided that I would come back downstairs and make some shortbread. So the recipe is 1 cup of plain flour, 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of icing sugar, which is a little different, I know. And if you want to use some vanilla extract, then that's optional, you don't have to. But as you can see, I'm doing quite a big batch. So I went with 3 of everything and then popped it in the oven for, well, it was fan 160 I did it for, and I think I had it in there for probably a good 30 minutes. You want it to be golden, you want it to be quite firm to the touch, but I haven't done it with icing sugar before. And first of all, I set it in the oven to be in there for about 20 minutes, I think. Took it out and it seemed to be very sort of buttery on the top, oily on the top, and I thought, I don't know if this is going to work. So I popped it back in, did it for another 6 minutes, then another, checked it again, maybe another 4 minutes, something like that. Anyway, just kept checking it after that. And then eventually it did it, it was absolutely fine. I took it out of the oven, sprinkled with some sugar, and then cut it into the pieces, but left it in the baking tray, but cut it into the fingers. And then a bit later, I took it out and popped the whole tray on top of a cooling rack. And then once it had cooled down, then I just sort of, broke it into the fingers and then put it back onto the cooling rack. I have to say, it went down very well. Flipping messy though. Look, you can see the ice and sugar went everywhere.
You're playing your cards with your...
Okay, I just want to take you outside. It's VE Day today, well, celebration of VE Day, and all of the ships, because we live on the coast, are all sounding their horns. I'll just pop outside for you. It is super sunny today, and I'm just doing lunch. I thought I'd show you what we're having for lunch, because it could just be another idea. We get bored, don't we, of what we're cooking. So I'll show you what I'm doing just for a change. I've got some green beans, peas, tomatoes, mushrooms, yellow pepper, some bacon, some garlic oil and sesame oil. In here I've got some chicken that I'm going to cut up, and over here I've got some noodles I'm just softening up, and I'm going to drain those and add them to the wok. So it's just a really quick lunch, using up bits and bobs that I've got in the fridge that really need to be used. If you remember the video where I showed you I made my dream catcher, well, it's to go on the wall that you see here. We had a picture there, so Chris is just moving the picture up and popping the dream catcher in the exact position that we want it in, just so that all the little ribbons and dangly bits are literally just above our bedstead. And you can see now that the picture's going up, spirit level to the ready, of course, and there you go, picture's being pushed back on, dream catchers hanging beautifully, and there you go, that's what it looks like. So yeah, really happy with that. Looks really pretty. I hope you guys like it. And here I go again. So this time I'm making a Victoria sandwich, and Chris very kindly offered to mix up the buttercream icing, because I found that a little bit difficult to do with this arm of mine. So you can see I'm spreading the jam on, and in a moment you'll see what a superb job Chris made of the butter icing.
You got me tiptoeing around you like you made of glass. Got an invincible fence letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. You're playing it cool, bending all the rules, talking way too loud, and you're talking rude. You're playing a game, driving me insane. Your heart is back, and it's a fact, no turning back. You got me tiptoeing around you like you made of glass. Got an invincible fence letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. Got an invincible fence letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft. I've got my moves, I've got my song. When I turn my mojo on, I'm feeling fine, I'm feeling strong. It won't take long when I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft.
What a beautiful day it's been today. It really has been lovely, but it's much cooler now. Really pleasant out there. So I'm going to show you what we've done so far in the garden. I'll talk you through it as we go round. Okay, so go out through the French doors. Still work in progress. So Chris has done the, I don't know what you call this, like ranch style fencing here. So that obviously people don't fall off the edge of the decking, in particular me. But we need to get the finials that go on here and here, and we've just repurposed the paving slabs that we already had. Chris will probably paint these with a masonry paint so that they are all grey like this. Yeah, so we're just waiting to decide on that. And then, but what he's done is laid them all flat now. This is obviously still some sand and some stones that we still need to use. And then what he's done all around the edges of the stones, he's laid some stones. You know, the slabs, he's laid stones. And then the other thing he did is he made like a border, not that we filled it with earth, because our dogs just get in there and, you know, dogs dig it all up and everything. So what we've done is we've literally just put like a wooden border there, just to give it a little bit more protection, and it kind of does stop the dogs getting in there a little bit. So I've got my rhododendron starting to come out now. Some of my ornaments, carnation, plum tree, peony ornaments, like solar lights hidden in the tree, more statues. We've brought the bistro table down here, popped a little elephant in the middle, and Chris made this trough for the ivy, to put the ivy in. He's also put a window into this into this here in the garage. It didn't have one before. And then with this one here, he sort of bordered it up and painted it the same as he's painted the garage door and everything. We've got a strawberry plant up there. Got some trailing petunias there. Here I've got some garlic. Here we've got raspberries and a little elephant in there. I don't know, did I say strawberry plant up there? And then we've got barbecue, which is really, really old. Luke bought us this one year for our birthday, so we're just going to use a wire brush on it and restore it. This is a little bowl that I made for one of our little dogs who's no longer with us, Matilda. I've just put water in it for the birds, and this used to be on our house. It was the sign I made for our house when all the children were little. Bedlam, because it literally was Bedlam. And if you remember last year, Chris made that tree for my herb, so we decided to just pop it onto the back gate. This walkway here, because we don't really use the gate, we're going to put some tubs of potatoes down there. And then here we've got the honeysuckle, which is doing beautifully. Oh, there's my little house that used to be in the fairy garden there. There are daffodils that have been tied, other plants that, you know, just sort of popped in here. Another fuchsia there, and I put some elephants in there. Then up here on this, I kind of use this as like a little bit of a mantelpiece, like a shelf, and I've just popped some little bits and bobs on there. I've had these out here for years and add things occasionally. Apple tree, you can see all the apples are starting to come onto the tree. And then down here we've got some more ornaments, so elephants, some more statues, a strawberry pot there, elephants over in the corner. This is the work in progress. So this used to be the fairy garden. So Chris and Luke have been working in this today. There's a lot I want to keep in here. Like I want to keep the bamboo. I want to keep some of the stones that I've made that I've popped on the tree and in various different places. So this is all going to be dug up and flattened. Eventually we will take this fence down and take the garden back this much. but we can't really do that until the tips start to open again. We've got this horse here, this rocking horse here. We're going to restore that, so that needs to be done. Got our big tree here, and the 2 bird feeders here, and then this really old bench that Chris has managed to save. It was going to go to the, you know, to the tip at some point, but we've managed to sort it out, and it makes a nice little place to sit. So yeah, this is how far we've got, and we're really, really happy with it actually. Really happy with it. So that's kind of what this end is looking like.
Your heart is back, and it's a fact, no turning back. You got me tiptoeing.
Hi guys, look at the state of me. My hair, I haven't even put a comb through it. It's a miserable day. It's not cold, but it's like, you know, when you're on the beach, it's sort of like chilly, you just want to be cosy indoors because it's a bit like miserable out. So I've been watching the TV, and I thought I'd come out and just make some scones. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some fruit scones.
Tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft. When I use my witchcraft.
Normally I would use my parchment paper on a baking tray as I did in my other strudel, but I haven't got any. It's on my shopping list. To put some of the melted butter underneath onto the foil so that the strudel will not stick. If you haven't seen the last strudel that I made, I actually filmed the whole process of that. I'll link it up in the cards for you so you can go over and have a look if you wish to.
You're playing your cards with your queen of hearts. When everyone folds, your fork still holds. Your place in your bed, showing no regret. Close your eyes to hide your lies. Roll the dice. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence letting everyone know not to trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I use my witchcraft.
You've enjoyed this vlog this weekend. I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you all in the next one. If you have enjoyed this video, please give me a nice big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to smash the notification bell, and then you'll know when I have uploaded all my new videos. Until then, my lovely, stay safe, stay indoors. Bye bye.
Got an invincible fence letting everyone know not to trespass, but you're bound to break down, bound to lose, bound to get knocked right out of your boots when I
it all with you by my side. If you're